Ambush principles for guerrilla warfare. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel. I am your host, the average killing in Minecraft educator that your mom said that we have at home. Thanks for watching. Guys, the purpose of today's video is I'm going to be teaching you how to conduct an ambush without dying in your Minecraft server. If you want to support the channel, hit the like button. Comment down below if this helps you in your Minecraft server or Grand Theft Auto 6, whichever game you might be playing. Also, if you want to donate monetarily, there's going to be links down below for you to join the Discord server, and the Patreon is $5 a month and gets you access to all the things. All right, let's get right into it. So, an ambush. An ambush is one of the most often questions I get on the channel, one of the most hotly debated topics. An ambush is a specialty attack. Now, if you do not have your pen and paper out, you should probably go get your notebook and get your pen and paper out so you can actually learn something rather than just consuming another YouTube video and it going into the ether. So, go get your notebook and I'm going to start talking. I'll give you my brief resume for those that are new to the channel. And for those of you wondering why it's so early in the day, well, we are doing a family vacation, so I'm on the way to the gym. So you get to hear me talk about killing on the way to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning. Congratulations. Now that you've secured your notebook, let's talk about an ambush and the principles of an ambush for guerrilla warfare and large-scale combat operations, okay? So, first and foremost, an ambush is a specialty attack. What does that mean? That means you're going to use an ambush to disrupt, not to gain and seize terrain. That often gets forgotten, but hopefully not by you. If you try to use an ambush to gain and seize key terrain, then that means you are going to die because the enemy is going to pound you with artillery or mortars, or they will hit you with quick reaction forces. So an ambush is not something that you use to gain and seize key terrain. It is something that you use to conduct a spoiling attack or a disrupting attack. Now think about what those words mean. Disruption, right? Like a disruption of an enemy supply chain. Spoiling attack, something you can use to spoil an enemy advance, etc. So now that you understand what a ambush actually is, let's get into some techniques that'll keep you alive. If you got this far already, go ahead and leave a doggone wolf emoji. We'll do something new. Leave a wolf emoji down below because you cannot conduct an ambush as a lone wolf. You must have some assets that I'm going to discuss here today, or you will most certainly die. You are not that guy, pal, and you are not Mel Gibson from The Patriot. So leave a wolf emoji down in the comments below. All right. First thing I want to discuss is, and someone do me a favor and just list these off down below. Talk about, list like the bullet points, specialty attack, and then all the bullet points I'm about to hit in the comments below so people can understand the chapters. So, first thing I want to talk about is establishing a kill box. If you and your platoon or squad, okay, we'll use we'll use a platoon. We'll use a platoon size example. If you and your platoon do not establish a proper kill box, that means you will have people engage early, you will have people engage late, you will have people not engage at all. So you must establish a proper kill box for your ambush. But Trench, that's obvious. I already know where the kill box is going to be. It's where the bad guys are. Well, don't be an idiot. If you haven't done this professionally, you probably don't know what you're talking about. So you might just want to keep taking notes and shut up. So yes, you must establish a kill box, a easily identifiable terrain feature of when we will begin engaging the enemy and what people in what area need to be killed first. And we're going to get to that part in a second. But establishing a kill box is going to definitely help keep you alive and help kill the enemy in Grand Theft Auto 6. That is for sure. Kill box establishment can be things like azimuth. So you would set a far left limit azimuth. That is a magnetic azimuth on your compass. You can establish that. You can establish a grid. Okay, a military grid reference system, a 8-digit or 6-digit grid, depending on the size of element you're going to be engaging, preferably 8 to 10-digit grid. That way you know exactly when to begin engaging. Or you can literally go out in the road and lay something that's not obvious to the enemy, but that's obvious to friendlies of when you will start engaging. A funny looking rock on the side of the road, you name it. Just know if you do too much, the enemy might detect your ambush. Okay, so kill box establishment, you guys have to understand that or you're not going to be able to kill the enemy, and that would suck if you're not able to kill the enemy, because if you're not able to kill the enemy, that means the enemy is about to kill you. All right, next thing I want to establish is near and front, or lead and trail. So if I'm going to kill you and you're on a patrol of some sort, I need to engage your front vehicle and your rear vehicle. Now, if for some reason the enemy is stupid enough, which oftentimes they are, if for some reason the enemy is stupid enough to label their command vehicles, then kill those first. However, I always told my guys when I was a Bradley commander and when I was in the 173rd with our javelins and at 425 in Alaska, I always told my guys, I don't care where the command vehicle is, because nobody's in charge when javelins are flying through the air, killing your entire convoy. So the lead vehicle and the trail vehicle, kill them first. That's going to box in everybody else and create panic because they cannot get away. So when you begin engaging after you establish your kill box with point number 1, point number 2 is now that you've trapped the men, kill the lead vehicle and the trail vehicle, thus causing panic and mass chaos in the formation. That platoon sergeant or that lieutenant that is still in command of that convoy or column is going to panic, and they're going to begin giving commands, but they've already lost 2 dismount squads and 2 vehicles, right? So that's going to cause chaos. Even if they're a dismounted platoon, let's say they're on foot, they have no vehicles, if you take out the lead guy and the trail guy, they're going to start calling up. They're not going to know where it's coming from, and next thing you know, we're going to get into the next point, okay? So point number 1, kill box. Kill box establishment. Point number 2 is kill the front, kill the trail, or lead and trail, kill them first in your video games, okay? Point number 3, Mad Minute. A Mad Minute, and I'm gonna do a separate video. If you want a separate video on target overkill, you need to make that comment right now. Say, Trench, we need the target overkill video. That is a massive video for riflemen, squad leaders, team leaders, platoon sergeants, young platoon leaders, young commanders, captains. All you guys need to understand target overkill. So if you want that video, leave that comment down below. But next thing we're going to talk about is Mad Minute. Mad Minute means you're going to kill for 1 minute. So you're going to engage likely, known, and suspected enemy positions, whether it be on a road. It should be on a road for most ambushes, right? Generally speaking, or in an alleyway of some sort of like vegetated area in the wood line. But if you're gonna, once you begin engaging, you need to engage for a Mad Minute. That means you're gonna kill for 1 minute, regardless of what they look like. I'm gonna emphasize that. Cheers, because I'm about to go in here and move some iron around. So, and you're going to engage for 1 minute straight, regardless of what they look like. Now, some of you might be being like, what are you talking about? Well, go get drone footage for 5 seconds of a certain place in Eastern Europe, and what you're going to see on that drone footage is sometimes the enemy looks like they have been decisively engaged and defeated on the field of battle. What you don't know is there could be people laying in the piles, let's just say. In Minecraft, there could be debris in your Minecraft server, some pixels down there that are still alive. So you're going to kill the enemy for 1 minute, Mad Minute, okay? So write that down. All right, we've talked about kill box, we've talked about front to rear, or trail and lead, we've talked about Mad Minute. Now we're gonna talk about near to far. Near to far. I'm gonna kill the thing that is most deadly to me, that is closest to me, and then work my way back. So just because there's a I've used this example on the channel before, but just because there's a tank 200 meters away, if there's a rifleman that is out of ammo with a bayonet that's at 5 meters, I'm going to kill the dude with a bayonet first, and then I'm going to engage the tank, right, with my javelin or whatever the case. So you have to engage near to far, but it's not just near to far. It's near to far, but what is the most deadly course of action for the enemy for me? So engage the enemy near to far, closest to farthest, but in order of most deadly as you come across it. So if there's a rifleman at 100 meters, or we'll use that. If there's a rifleman at 100 meters, but there's a RPG team at 200, I need to engage the RPG team with a few 5-round bursts and then move to the rifleman closer. Does that make sense? So engage near to far, most threat to least threat, okay? In that order, near to far, most threat to least threat. Obviously, if you think the rifleman has a good point target on your position, then you need to engage him first. Okay, so let's move on from near to far. Now I want to talk about 7 minutes. So you have 7 minutes total on the objective. That means from first round fired to getting off the objective. Things that you need to do in that 7 minutes are, first and foremost, kill the enemy in your Minecraft server. Second of all, after you kill the enemy, you need to conduct a assault through the objective, and then conduct SSE, sensitive site exploitation and tactical site exploitation. All that simply means is you're going to gather any sort of intelligence and key missions, enemy missions, critical requirements on the objective. So whatever the commander has told you is a critical CCIR, okay, commander's critical intelligent requirement, you're going to gather that stuff on the objective, whether it be maps, whether it be uniforms, whether it be whatever, like whatever thing, weapons, whatever he wants to know or needs, that's what you're going to do. So commander's critical intelligence requirements, that's what you're going to do on the objective. You have 7 minutes from the first round fired to the last round fired. Okay, last thing I want to leave you with. An ambush is not mandatory. It's a specialty attack for a reason. If you do an ambush in the wrong time for the wrong people, you're going to die. If you just go out there like an idiot and you try to conduct an ambush regardless of the scenario that presents itself, I'm looking at my NCOs now and my lieutenants. If you just conduct the ambush because you were told to conduct it or you want to conduct it, but the enemy has overwhelming odds or overwhelming superiority on your position, then they're going to dominate you. If it's a Bradley platoon and you're a dismounted platoon and you only have one javelin, how do you think that's going to go? Probably not so well. They're going to smoke you. You could use the same thing for BMP3s or whatever. So the enemy does have a say. Just because you have the perfect ambush established, if the enemy comes down the road with something you weren't expecting, do not feel obligated to have to conduct the ambush. You still want some sort of 3-to-1 odds on the ambush. That means for every one of them, there's 3 of you, or for every one tank, there's 3 javelins, or 3 javelins laid on to be able to start engaging all at the same time with machine gun positions, etc. Guys, if you want a part 2 on ambush techniques to kill the enemy, well, in Minecraft and in Grand Theft Auto, if you want that video, comment down below at this point. Leave something. Be like, Trench, we enjoy the Minecraft, we enjoy the Grand Theft Auto 6 videos. Say that in the comments at this point if you got to this point of the video. That way I know if you want more ramblings before the gym, then I'll start doing these videos more, these tactic videos. I know you guys like the tactics, so if you want more tactic videos, then let me know. Trench, we want more tactics. We got to the 12-minute mark and we love it. Thanks for making the tactics, whatever you want to say. Anyway, thank you for watching this. Thank you for being here. Thank you for becoming a member of the Patreon. It helps out more than you. It's only $5 a month. Thank you to all my Patreon members. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for leaving your comments every week. It helps out more than you know. Okay, guys, I'm going to get in here. I'm going to crush the gym. I've already began drinking the Celsius. I'm going to crush this chest day, and then I've got some vacation going on. I've been thinking about doing an everyday carry video just to help you guys with your everyday carry and what things you actually need, what things you don't. So if you want the everyday carry video as well, leave that comment down below. Thanks for being here, and until next time, it's going to be Trench Grenade, your average killing and Minecraft enjoyer that your mom said that we have at home, signing out.